Good morning, students and dear friends. Today we will take topic of economics, supply. We will study about supply, its meaning, function of supply, and schedule of supply. Only the topic concerning supply. The law of supply and the third one is the elasticity of supply. We will study these two topics on another video. We will take here in this video only the topic supply. So the supply, what is supply? A supply of any commodity means that quantity which is in different prices a seller wants to sell in a definite period of time. So this is the meaning and definition of supply. So what we have to focus in this meaning or definition, there are 3 to 4 words we have to focus on, and it gives the meaning of supply. First is there is a commodity, and its quantity. The second one is different prices, and the third one is seller wants to sell. He is preferring to or willing to sell its product. He wants to sell. And the fourth one is definite period of time. And if we assemble these things, it makes the meaning of supply. Let us take it. A supply of any commodity means that quantity which in different prices a seller wants to sell in a definite period of time. Now we will take the difference between supply, stock and quantity of supply. First of all, as supply is quantity means that quantity which is in different prices a seller wants to sell in a definite period of time. Now we will take the other word stock. So the stock, so what is stock? We must know the availability of the commodity with seller. So what is stock? Quantity of a commodity which in a definite period of time is available with seller in a market. The producer or seller have this commodity in a definite period of time. So this is stock. He have availability of the commodity in a definite period of time is a stock. Now the third one is quantity of supply. Quantity of supply. Let's suppose if you have a commodity, but when will you are going to sell it out? When you got the worth of this price, worth of that quantity price. So let's suppose if we are going, you should not sell out all the commodity you have in stock. You will sell out only the specific quantity. So quantity of supply is that specific quantity of a commodity which in a definite period of time in a definite price, there is definite price, is available for seller to sell. So these 3 or 4 words we are using to define these things. And quantity of supply is a specific quantity which the seller is going to sell out in a available to sell out and in a definite period of time. So these are the few words which we have distinguished them, which we differentiate. Next subtopic concerning supply is function of supply, a factor that influencing supply. So to understand it, we clearly know that there are 2 words. First is supply or commodity of quantity supply, and the another one is the factor that affect the supply? The factor or function or factor that affect the supply. There are two things. I repeat it. First one is supply. The another one is a function that affect the supply or the factor that affect the supply. You can use the word factor that affect the supply. So, and their relationship is we known as function of supply. So what is a function of supply? The relationship between the functional relationship between the supply of a commodity and factor that affect the supply and function that affect the supply is called function of supply. So further we divide it in two parts. Individual function of supply, if it concern with individual, the same thing. Function of supply, if there is an individual person and it have the relationship of supply and the factor that affect the supply, that means it is individual function of supply. So we say functional relationship between a one individual supply of a commodity and function that affect the supply is called individual function of supply. And we can illustrate it with the formula such as Sx is equal to Px Py Pft. What is P? How the supply of X commodity is equal to, it is equal to the function that are affecting with Px. That means the price of a commodity which we are selling. The another one is Py. Py means the price of the substitute or complementary good of a factor of production. There are few factors which we used in production, and the prices of that factor is be known as PF. The next one is T. T means technology. It also affects the supply, and that makes the formula, and we define the individual function of supply. Now we will take the market function of supply. What is market function of supply? It is simple. The relationship of that market supply and the function or factor that affecting the supply is known as market function of supply. So there are two things. First is market supply, the another is factor that affecting the supply, and its relationship is we known as market function of supply. We can illustrate it with the formula Sx is equal to function of Px means price of that commodity, price of Py means price of substitute or complementary commodity, Pf means price of factors, the T is technology, Ex means expectation of changes in price in future, N means number of firm, G means goal of firm, and GP means policy of government. Now we will take the different abbreviation used in formula. What Sx is concerned with, that means supply. Px is price of a commodity. Py means price of substitute commodity. Pf means price or cost of factor of production. T means technology. Ex means expectancy of changes in prices of a commodity. G means goal of firm. GP means government policy. N means number of firm. These are the abbreviation used in the formula of function. Now we will take simply the individual function of supply, and now we explain the individual function of supply with the help of schedule and graph. Let us see here, there are different prices written in this column 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So what the producer behavior is going on here, if the price are lesser, the quantity supply by the seller is less, and if the prices increases of the concerning commodity, then he will supply more quantity of a commodity. So this is a behavior of a producer or seller. If there is a price 2, he is preferred to sell out the 10 commodity. When the price increases up to 4, he is willing to sell its 20 quantity of a commodity. If the price again increases up to 6, he is willing to sell out 630 commodity. If the price rises up to 8 rupees, he is selling out 40 commodity of a 40 commodity. And when the price high up to 10 rupees, he is preferring or willing to sell out 50 quantity of a commodity. Now same thing, individual function of supply we can define also with the graph. So in the x-axis we are showing quantity supply on, and always in demand and supply, in we show the price in y-axis. So here is our prices from beginning 0. Here in the origin it is 0, and when we are going upward the prices are rising, and it is in a same distance of scale in axis y. We are showing the different prices. First is 2, then 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and here in the x-axis we have shown the quantity supply. Quantity is maximum is 50, and we have shown here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 in a same interval of distance. So when we match out these rupees with this quantity, it makes the graph such as here it is S and S. This is a supply curve, and it shows the individual function of supply. Now we will show you the market supply, its schedule and graph. So how the producer or sellers selling their goods to different seller, there are few sellers who are selling their product in a market. So when we take up together all the seller of a market, then it gives the total market supply. Let's suppose we are just taken out here only the 3 sellers, and the prices are here 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. In these prices the seller are selling its quantity such as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The seller B is selling 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 quantity. The seller C is selling out 10, 30, 60, 70, 100 quantities. And if when add them, accumulate them, all the sellers selling such as here in 2 prices 10 into against the 2 prices, the total selling of the market is 10, 20 and 10. That makes 40 quantity of commodity. Against this 4 rupee, the sellers are selling 20, 40, 30 quantity and makes the 90. Similarly 30, 60, 60 makes the 150 total market supply. 40, 80, 70 makes the 190, and 50, 100, 100 makes the 250 quantity. Now we are here just showing these prices and these total market supply, that means 40, 90, 150, 190, 250 in a graph. We are explaining market supply, function of market supply by a graph, such as here in a price in y-axis we are showing prices 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and here in this x-axis we are showing the quantity of supply, that is maximum up to 250, and when we match them it makes the market supply. Now we will understand the another word, supply schedule. It is very same to individual function, but it is only the schedule. So it is the only the presentation of the schedule. For what we are showing, what we are presenting, we are presenting the quantity of supply in different prices. So supply schedule is just the presentation of supply and its different prices. So what is supply schedule? When we present the schedule of the supply of quantity of commodity in different prices, then it is known as supply schedule. There are two type of supply schedules. First is individual supply schedule, the second is a market supply schedule. It should be a market supply, not a curve. It must be schedule. So first is individual supply schedule. When we present the individual supply of quantity of commodity in different prices, then it is known as individual supply schedule. Such as here there prices of 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, and quantity supplied by a seller 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is be known as individual supply schedule. This is for a individual, and when we present out all the market supply in a format of schedule, this is be known as market supply schedule. Such as when we present the schedule of the market supply of the quantity of commodity in different prices, then it is known as the market supply schedule. There are different prices 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and the seller A, seller B, seller C are selling their product in these prices, and together makes the total market supply. We have just taken the three seller, and by adding their selling we get the total market supply. And here